because we are at a position in America right now. It's more critical now than it's ever been before. And it's not just about your skin color, it's about demonism. You know, and I'm not trying to say, yes, I am. You know, we have our blue states causing havoc. Now, let's keep it real. This is the second time that the Democrats have shut down the government. The East Coast today is about to have the biggest storm they've had in years. Those FEMA trailers will not roll. How do I know? Because I do them. Let me tell you something. The last winter storm, which wasn't really that bad, 20 people died. I'm trying to be serious with you here. You got to understand, and uh, here's my proxy on this. All right, right now, and look at history. All you people who see this video, look at history. When things happen, they do not show up. They being Democrats. Man, let me tell you something. My parents, me, used to be, you know what I'm saying? No, they've always came during election time and promised you the world. And after election, you didn't see them again to the next election. This is so serious right now. Let me tell you something. You have rampant fraud. Rampant. Mainly in blue states. California. I'm from Santa Monica. I went to Palisades High School. I drove up and down to Mescal Canyon and Sunset for years. You follow me? Paul Revere golfed at the Riviera. I'm trying to tell you people something. This is so serious that you have to understand what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you right now is that when they'll promise you the world, Gavin Newsom put into a law that anybody who, excuse me one second. There you go. I made a mistake. Gavin Newsom put in the law about the voter rolls that they can't be expunged. You understand something? This man built a train to nowhere. Medicaid fraud, outlandish. We won't even talk about the money for the homeless. If you understand what I'm saying, say hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Emily. Thank you. You know, I'm kind of like, please excuse me if I don't say hi, because I'm kind of in my feelings. Because so many people don't understand what's going on. You know, let me get back to this FEMA. Well, I'll go back to California so I don't be like all over the place. Right now, you got the biggest theft ever. And he gave $100 million to NGOs to fight against the government. That's a civil war. Now, to keep it real, the only way the Republicans can protect those seats in the primaries, the mid elections, is to bring about the prosecution. You follow me? Pam Bundy is really going to fall on you, because if you let Minnesota, California, Ohio, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, these places got overall fraud to the 10th power. You understand what I'm saying? And there's nothing funny about this. What's up, Baker? Baker, I'm just trying to tell you guys, this is real serious. If if you get to the point to whereas you vote for the wrong party, you're about to see a demolition like never ever before. Now, Trump went into Venezuela. He took their surplus. They got nowhere to put the oil, so they were keeping it in tankers. And Russia, Iran, those people in China, they supplied tankers for storage. That's basically what they did. And they were getting the oil at $20 to $30 less per barrel out of the Western Hemisphere. Okay, the Monroe Doctrine. So now, that alone, Trump went and got that. All right, he took all that surplus, those 18 ships. He took them. So, and he didn't take them, you know. So what he did was, when he took those ships, all right, he allowed the ships to be sold, but now the money goes into another account. I think it's MT Bank MT Bank, you know. So the money goes into another account and it's issued back to Venezuela, all right, to cover their their bills, the police, their infrastructure, all right. So he's already let loose. He sold it for 500 million, some of it, and he's already issued 300 million, and they got to make an accounting for it. Okay. That's the same thing we need here. All right. So Pam Bundy, if you know that Gavin Newsom has took $100 million based on the audit and gave it to a radical party, why isn't he in cuffs? Real talk. Hey guys, how are you? The bank is not empty. It's got 200,000 in it right now, right this minute. All right. So you can go online and see these things. The point of this is that you got a rest that's necessary for Minnesota, the mayor and the governor. Gavin Newsom has literally weaponized California against the federal government. We're about to have a civil war. Man, you guys better start breaking this down. Some of you guys, instead of smoking weed underneath the bleachers in high school, you should have went to poli-sci. And took political science 101 in junior college or however you did it. Because, see, I had to take the steps, because I tried to play sports. So sometimes, you make it, sometimes you don't. So you go from high school to junior college to semi-pro. And then, I wasn't good enough for pro, a USFL, and then the checks bounced to the whole 9 yards. But all of this is a force. I'm trying to help you out here. You get to the point. You might want to listen to this, all right? If you got fraud to that degree, at this point in time, if you don't start arresting people, the primaries are going to go the way of the way of the world, and you guys are about to see all those breaks that we're having right now. I don't know about you, but gas is lower than it's ever been. There's some food that is still high, but man, dude, it's processed food. You shouldn't be eating it anyway. Anything in a box, bag, a can is processed. Start reading your labels. Ice cream, tainted. People dying from ice cream. Bread, tainted. High level. How do you get high levels of iron, of metal in bread? These guys are substituting cereal made out of gasoline, derivatives of gasoline. Kennedy found it. But he didn't. He allowed them to start reprocessing or remaking it with natural chemicals, but all these warehouses for Nestle and Kellogg's, he allowed them to sell it. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm giving it to you on the real. All right? You got processed foods. That's killing America. It's shortening our children's lives. But my kids are older now, so I can't really tell them what to do. But hey. If you understand what's going on, if you actually understand what's going on, okay? This is not a situation of right and wrong. This is about getting things back to the straight and narrow, okay? Paid insurrections? Are you serious? Man, if you are a black person, I'm not going to see melanated, all that stuff. If you are a black person, and especially when I was coming up, running the streets of Los Angeles, the police jumped in your butt. If they knew where you were, or based on how you dressed, is really based on the temperament. So if you was at the old Pico station, under Queen Anne Park, right next to Sears and Roebuck, all right, if you was at that station, you didn't get beat up so bad. But if you ventured down to Dinker, 77th, Gage, and those other police stations moving toward the south side of Los Angeles, I had to get back to that. Something happened. I think my wife called on during the live. But so all I'm trying to say, and I'm being real honest with you right now, you have to vote for the right party. The far left don't care about you. Man, let me tell you something. In 2 days, half the East Coast is going to need help. Believe that. 20 inches of snow, there's not too many trees can take that pressure. There's not going to be any. You hear me? And now let's get to the real situation. I've been talking for a minute, and so I got to get this out. These voter rolls, they are so important. Purge them. You can't be a person 136 years old voting, and you've been dead for 60 years. All right? Dude, the fraud is so bad that it has to stop. So it doesn't matter if you are Republican, Democrat, or Independent. If you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, scratch that person off. Man, get back to the real. Do no more hurting our kids, no more hurting our neighborhoods and our communities. Understand this. When money, and a lot of money, printed money, has now came up missing, all right? Fraud. Now, you and I both know that when the government shut down USAID, what they did was shut down the CIA. They found the CIA had different ways of getting money. So that's where that money is going. Hello, everyone. So, all I'm trying to say, let's get back to basics. This has to stop. The deep left, it's got to stop. I can't put it to you no other way. Okay? Hey, I'm one Tony J, Real Issues, and I had to send that to you because right now we are in primaries. And the last thing you want to do, I got one other thing. I'm sorry. If you notice, other countries are arresting people in the Epstein files. Just because you was on the island doesn't make you a part of the island, if you get what I'm saying, all right? So unless you, Pam Bondi, and Patel, unless you release proof of exactly who it was and start slapping those cuffs, you're not doing your job. I support you. I like you. I like your fireness. I understand everything. But how can you be correcting all these situations and no prosecutions? And I'm not talking about Don Lemon. We know he's a creep. He's another creep. Man, no transgender children. Bottom line. No LBGT, no money for unnecessary surgeries, gender changing surgeries. Man, all that's gotta stop. We have to go back to where we were. And the sooner we get there, the better off we'll be. Hey, that's my message. You guys take care. Bye-bye.